Thank you so much for this kind invitation. It's not the paragraph that I sent you, it's much better. Thank you. Thank you very much. So, yes, and ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, new friends, let me begin with expressing my deep gratitude to the organizers of this forum and our generous hosts here in Scotland. Scotland, the nation known not only for its striking landscapes, but for its strong democratic traditions, social progress, and tireless pursuit of justice and equality. It's to you, and now having this honor to speak to you. Thought and the message that was presented by my previous speakers from Cyprus and Lithuania a little bit. So Polish, as I might say, Polish realities. We ratified the Istanbul Convention, but we have I will speak about later too. So, nations, women at the heart of change. As a member of the Polish Parliament, I speak to you today not only as a policymaker, but as an activist, a feminist, and a simple but powerful truth. When women rise, nations thrive in politics, in economy, and on the international stage. We speak often, as we have also done it during this last couple of days, about empowerment. And we must also speak of and leadership. True empowerment means women not only have a seat at the table, but a real voice in shaping what's on the agenda. It means that we are not just included, but heard, that we're not just visible, but impactful. We all see this clearly in our countries and communities. In Poland, women have been at the forefront of recent social movements, from the streets of Warsaw, Poznań, Wrocław, Krakow, but also other to defend reproductive rights, women's rights, human dignity. I happen to be one of the organizers of the Black protests in Poland, in my hometown. Black protest was mass mobilization of Polish women in response to attempt to total abortion ban 2016. We march in black to symbolize mourning for our rights, our body autonomy, and our freedom. That protest sparked one of the largest, if not the largest, wave of civic engagement in modern Polish history. It gave birth to a generation of women activists, students, mothers, grandmothers, women who had never protested before. Those demonstrations stopped the legislation at the time, shifted the nation conversation, and resulted in the political change. It also gave birth to the new generation of women politicians, as myself. This is the power of grassroots feminism. And women leaders are the spark of change in the community and help guide and shape policy in public health, education, social care, and climate justice with clarity, compassion, and courage that sets an example for the world. And this is not coincidence. It's a capability, it's a leadership, and long overdue for full recognition and support. But we must also speak frankly about the barriers that persist, and my colleague from Cyprus also mentioned before. Women remain systematically underrepresented in parliaments, boardrooms, and diplomatic missions. In parliaments globally, there are only 26% of us. In corporate boardrooms, just over 30% of board seats globally are held by women. And in diplomatic leadership, fewer than 15% of ambassadors worldwide are women. In Poland, women hold just 27% of seats in Polish parliament. But it's just thanks to the changed law that was introduced in 2011, an obligatory 35% electoral gender quota. We women are still working within systems that are not designed for us. Systems often resist the kind of change we represent. And behind the statistics are more invisible obstacles, unconscious bias, persistent double standards, the gender pay gap that causes pension gap. Poverty in Poland has a face. It's a face of a senior women. The burden of unpaid care work that prevents over 700 million women globally from participating in the labor market. And there is still a pervasive idea that women must work twice as hard to be taken half as seriously. It's not just personal. And economies. These barriers, women continue to lead, and the evidence is clear. When women are in positions of power, outcomes improve. Example, the COVID pandemic. During the COVID pandemic, countries led by women, for example, New Zealand under Jacinda Ardern or Finland under Sanna Marin, were faster to respond, more transparent in decision making, and more focused on public health and well-being. In diplomacy, studies show that peace agreements are 35% more likely to last at least 15 years. And women are involved, when women are involved in the negotiation process. This is not because we women are nicer, kinder, more peaceful, not even because we are better negotiators. That's quite possible, but not necessarily that's the reason. It's because we bring to the table the full picture. We bring the voices of communities. We understand the real-life consequences of policy, the consequences for our families, for our children, for caregivers, for the one vulnerable. When women are at the table, the conversation changes, so does the outcome. We are simply the game changers. Gender equality isn't just a women issue. It's a democratic issue, human rights issue, an economic imperative. It's a question of effective governance, economic growth, sustainable peace. So what must we do? Invest in the next generation. We must invest in girls and young women. Education, leadership training, mentorship. Let them see women in power, not as an exception, but as a rule, as a norm. Change systems, not just faces. We need structural reforms, gender quotas, transparent recruitment, anti-discrimination laws with teeth, and political institutions that welcome, not exclude. Diversity must not be a box to tick, it must be a pillar of democracy. Third, build global solidarity, as we do today. We must strengthen international networks. As a Polish MP, I know that the challenges we face in Warsaw are not so different from those in Edinburgh, Helsinki, Nicosia, or Skopje, or Vilnius. Our meeting simply proved that, our talks during this last couple of days. Let us connect, share strategies, and amplify one another's voice. And last but not at least, it was mentioned here before, engage men as allies. We need men not just as supporters, but as partners in this work in progress. Feminism is not a threat to a man. as a path to a more just and human society for everyone. In concluding, let us leave here today with renewed commitment, not only to talk about the empowerment, but to act on it, to fight for it, demand it, and build it together. Let us imagine a future, a world, where parliaments are gender balanced, cabinets reflect our communities, and peace tables are filled not just with generals, but with women who know what peace really means. Let's see the future where every girl can grow up believing that leadership looks like her. Equal voices don't just make fairer societies, they make stronger nations. Let us build those nations together. Thank you.